Question 2, we've got to do these expansions just up to the third term of each of them, so at least we haven't got to go up to 12 each time here. So we're going to start here with 12 choose 0. We want 12 of the 1s, 1 to the power of 12, and we want 2x to the power of nothing. Notice here 12 and nothing makes 12. We need to make sure that check is the same every time. The second term is going to be 12 choose 1, and this time we're going to have 11 of these 1s and 2x all to the power of 1. Notice the brackets being very important, and again I've got 11 and 1 makes 12 here. And the third one, I'm doing 12 choose 2 now, 1 to the power of 10 and 2x all to the power of 2. Be careful with that bracket each time. Now, I can do this one in my head actually. You tap it in the calculator if you want to, but 12 choose 0 is just 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 12 times, and anything to the power of 0 is 1. And so this thing here is just going to be 1. This one here is going to be, the first bit here is 12. 12 times lots of 1s times 2. That one's going to be 24 x's. And the third one, slightly longer time this time, 12 choose 2. Tap it into your calculator again. 12 choose 2, I guess it's going to be 66. 66 times lots of 1s, and here we've got 2 squared, which is 4. And so 66 times by 4 gives us 264, and that's the x squareds. So the answer we want is 1 plus 24x plus 264 x squareds. Do write it out again like that. Don't just leave it in the column if the column's what you're doing here. Let's do b as well. And so this time we're going to the power of 5. So we've got to do 5 choose 1. We're going to have 1 to the power of 5 and 3x to the power of 0. Sorry, 5 choose 0. Then we're going to have 5 choose 1. 1 to the power of 4 and minus 3x to the power of 1, and 5 choose 2, going down again. So look, they go 5, 4, 3, and 0, 1, 2 each time. And each time again, look, these two add up to 5, 4 and 1 is 5, 3 and 2 makes the 5. Much like last time, this one here just works out to be 1, all those powers disappearing. Here we've got 5 from there and minus 3. 5 times minus 3 is minus 15x. And this is the x squared one. We've got x squared here. We've got minus 3 squared, so that's 9. And 9 times by this one's going to be 10. 9 times 10 is 90. And so our answer for this one is 1 minus 15x's plus 90 x squareds. I've jumped to part E here as well then, which just says, can you multiply these two things together? Well, we've already done the long bit of this. We've now got to times these two things together. So we're timesing the thing I did there in blue, multiply by the thing I've done here in red. And we only need to times this up to the x squared term. So let's go again. So I'm going to do, how do I get an x squared? Well, I'm going to get 1 times 1 here. 1 times 1 is 1. I'm going to get 1 times the minus 15. There's the minus 15. And I'm going to get a 1 times the 90x's squareds, which is the 90x squareds. Now I'm going to do the 24. 24 times 1, I've got 24. 24x times by minus 15. Well, I wish I'd, let's just pause for a second. I should have known that, it's 360. So I've got minus 360 x's from those two there times together. And I'm not actually going to do this because the 24x times by 90x squared, so that's going to be an x cubed, and I don't want any x cubes, I only want the x squareds. Now on to the next one. Well, I'm going to do these two times together. That's 264 x squareds, and then I'll tidy all of that should have been an x squared there, shouldn't it? Right, so now we tidy all this up. We got a 1 there. We've got some x's to look at there. Minus 15 x's plus the 24. Well, that's going to be plus 9 x's. And now we'll look at all these x squareds and tidying up all of those x squareds. They almost all cancel out, don't they? We've just got minus 6x squareds at the end of it. Not bothering to do any of the rest.